What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Randy and I make videos on entrepreneurship, and today I'm gonna be getting into what I learned after buying online courses. And what I mean by these online courses, I'm talking about the ones that you see on YouTube pop up before you actually watch the video that you click on. So basically like the pre-roll ads, you know, the guy that's like,
all right guys, I'm in my super sick car and I'm at my super sick mansion, and then, oh wait, I'm in an alley and
yeah, those kind of online courses. Those ads are there to send you to a free seminar, which then leads you to sell you an online course that you have to pay for. And these courses can be anything from photography to drop shipping, Facebook ads, Amazon, all those kind of things. Obviously, that's mostly what I see because that's the field that I'm in. However, if you're a photographer and you're always watching photography videos or videography, then you're more than likely gonna get ads and probably people trying to sell you courses on how to become a better photographer or how to become a videographer or how to become a better editor, whatever it is. The algorithm's very smart, and these courses can cost you anywhere from as low as $25 from the actual person, or they can go up to $2,000, which is one of the courses that I've seen recently, and they can even go beyond that. Usually they'll claim to be worth a lot more and they're gonna seem like they're giving you a discount by cutting off thousands of dollars. Like the course that I've seen that was $2,000 said it was worth like over $35,000. But obviously that's subjective to the person because that's the price that they decide on. Not only that, but the landing page of these courses usually have like a countdown timer so you can sign up for their webinar or even to get a discounted price at that exact moment. However, those things are usually completely fake. For the most part, 100% of the times that I've seen them, they've been fake, and they're just there to make you purchase on impulse because they know that the probability of you getting on that landing page again is gonna be a lot less. So anyways, what I won't be talking about in this video is the topics of the courses that I bought because I have bought several. But more than anything, I'm gonna get into the lessons that I learned from buying these courses. That way it can save you guys time and money in the future because a lot of people may be hesitant. However, like I said, you may be motivated to buy it at that exact moment because of that countdown timer or whatever the reason may be. So I'm here to help you make a decision on any of the courses that you're contemplating on buying. Maybe you might think it's fake, maybe you might think it's legit, but it's too cost expensive. So I'm gonna be getting into all that. There's actually 5 things that I learned in this video, so stick to the whole thing. And also on my next video, I'm gonna be comparing a $300 course versus a $2,000 course. So make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on that video. Anyways, the first thing that I learned from the very first course that I bought is to not get caught up on the get rich quick scheme. Don't get sucked in by it. Don't let it influence you because there is no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. There's no such thing. I know you've heard this so many times. However, there will be people that make it seem like it's possible to do it overnight. And although this may be the case for the minority of people, which is very rare, I definitely recommend that you implement into your mind that there is no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. There's no such thing. It's not gonna happen. You gotta put in the work and it's gonna take time. The way they do this is by putting testimonies on their website or putting testimonies on their ads that show a very quick turnaround time, such as like a week, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. That's a huge turnaround time to be making $100,000. While it is possible, what they don't show you is that these people really put in work. They had to put in a lot of work in order to start generating that kind of income. It's not like they did the simple steps that you've heard of and then they blew up. No, it doesn't work like that. They actually put in a lot more work than you think. They just make it seem a lot easier to get you to buy their course. Another way they'll get you is by showing you materialistic items. They're gonna show you that they're living in a big house, that they're on a boat, they're on vacation, they're on a yacht. They have all these cars on their driveway, or they have pictures of the amount of money that they made or that one of their students made. With these images that they show you, they can actually be faked. And actually, let me show you guys a quick example of how they can be faked. And I know this can seem so enticing because everybody wants that lifestyle, but think about what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell you a course. So what's the best way to sell you on something is to hit you emotionally. Because at the end of the day, these courses are there to make them money. And that actually brings me onto the second thing I learned. These people are there to make money for themselves. Whether they're trying to help you or not, I don't know. It all depends on the person. Not everybody's gonna be the same. A lot of people out there can be scummy just to make some money. There's a lot of people that do a lot of scummy things to make some money. And I know it's unethical, but there's people that just don't care. They just want the cash. So what some people will do is that they'll steal content from the reliable courses and they'll make it their own, or they'll make it seem like it's their own, and then they'll try to sell you on that. Because obviously, if you think about it, it's pretty simple to do and it is a good business model, but it can be unethical to an extent. If you actually know the material and that's what you're teaching, then that's completely fine. I mean, even if you learn some things from another course, that's completely fine to implement into your course. However, I don't think it's okay to just completely say that you know something and then you sell somebody on that idea, because when they buy your course and they go to actually study and learn off of it, they're not gonna learn anything because you basically just scammed them. So that being said, I'd be careful on what courses you buy. Definitely do your research before you buy any course. Look up the reliability of the person, look up the credibility, see if they're legit, see if they're big. Some people might be small and actually know what they're doing. And that $2,000 course is actually from somebody that is not that big right now on YouTube, but he is definitely providing numbers for people. The third thing I learned is something that I learned from my very first course, which is you more than likely will not execute after buying a course. So this goes back to these people making it sound like it's very easy to do what they're doing. So for example, the course that I got caught onto, which was my first one, was Facebook ads. It was a $1,000 course and it seemed very simple, because he's like, oh, all you gotta do is do Facebook ads for people and just ask them for a few $1,000s a month to run their ads. And honestly, if you think about it, it sounds so simple, but in the back end, there's so much more to it than that. And that's with anything you do. For example, another one is drop shipping. Yeah, it's simple. You get the product from China, you put it on your website, and then you run ads to sell those products. However, there's a lot of back-end work to do as well. You gotta set up the store, you gotta set up a payment processor, you gotta design the store. The point is that there's a lot more things to do, and once you find this out after buying the course, they've already got your money. And although you may have the course, you're gonna realize, like, I really don't wanna do all this work because it seems like a lot of work and a lot of people get overwhelmed by it. Chances are you're most likely not gonna execute because of that. Or another thing is that these courses may have so much content that when you see how much content that it has and you realize how long the videos are, you're gonna be like, wow, I don't have time to watch all this, because you may have a regular job and you don't have time at night to watch all these videos. My recommendation to you guys would be is not to just watch the course, but execute as you do it. This way you're actually making moves, because if you just watch the entire course and then you finally start, you're gonna be exhausted by the end of watching all those videos. These courses usually have hours and hours and hours of content, and by the time you get to the end, you're gonna forget, you're gonna be exhausted. Another thing they'll do is that they'll give you a false money back guarantee. So what I mean by this is not that they're not gonna give you your money. What I mean is that to get your money back, you're gonna have to do something and prove it to them. So for example, the Facebook one that I bought, I had to do 2 modules and do homework for each of them and then send that over to them. But the modules had 5 to 7 hours of content. It was honestly a lot to get done within 2 weeks, especially when I have a job, school, and I had YouTube at the moment going on. And so it was very difficult to accomplish this and send the proof over to them. And in the end, I never got my money back, even after realizing that the course just wasn't worth it. I don't know if all of them have false promises like this, but chances are they're not gonna make it easy for you to get your money back, because you're giving them thousands of dollars, and honestly, that's a lot of money, especially when they're getting a lot of people to buy it. The fourth thing that I learned is something that I learned recently, is that you can actually get these courses for a fraction of the price. And I don't know if it's legal or not, so I'm not gonna be putting any links anywhere, but I do know for a fact that there are websites out there that will sell them to you for 1/10 of the price. And there's also always people selling them on Instagram, and you gotta be careful with this because they could scam you, although it's very little money. So I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy these courses and then sell them to other people or use them for yourself. So don't come at me if you get in any trouble, because that is out of my hands. Last but not least, the last thing that I learned after buying online courses is that you don't need to buy them. You don't even need them. You don't need the online courses at all. Let me tell you why. We live in an era where the answer to anything can be found by just tapping a few keys. And what I mean is that you can find the answer to anything on Google and YouTube. The answer is there, you just gotta do some digging. Let's say you want a full course on dropshipping. Believe me, it is all on YouTube and Google. It's obviously easier to watch videos on YouTube, so I definitely recommend that route. Because the reason is, when people discover a talent that they have, so let's say somebody made it big on dropshipping, what they're gonna do is that they're gonna start providing free content on YouTube. That way they can grow a following, and then eventually they'll start selling their own course. And if you're actually tapped into the industry, you'll notice that this is a very common route that a lot of dropshippers take. But not only dropshippers, it has to do with anybody that has a course. A lot of them, they need an audience to sell their product to, and the easiest way is through YouTube because it's honestly pretty easy to gain a following on here if you know what you're doing. And if you actually have results on dropshipping and you're getting those results for other people, they're gonna start following you, they're gonna tell their friends, and you're just gonna get bigger and bigger, and then eventually when you tell them you have more to offer in a course, they're gonna sell it to you. However, like I said, this content always starts off free, which is why I always say you don't need to buy these online courses. Everything you need is for free on YouTube, on the platform that you're on right now watching this video. The same way I'm giving you guys this free content is the same way you can get all these courses for free. The only thing these courses do is have all this information all in one, or they have a certain strategy, because also everybody's course has different strategies, everybody has different approaches. There's not only one approach to everything you do. But anyways, with all that being said, guys, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn your post notifications so you guys don't miss out on any future videos just like this one. And with all that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.